Good day. We are from Section 1C, Group I consisting of myself, John Paul Patricio, Richmond Viguilla, and Arabella Almeda. For today, we will be discussing quadratic equation, one of the most fundamental concepts in algebra. But first and foremost, we must first define what is a quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is a polynomial equation with the second degree, meaning the highest power of the unknown variable x is 2. In standard form, it is written as this, where x is the variable and a, b, c is a constant coefficients wherein a must not equal to 0.
As shown in the screen, this is our sample problem. We will now answer it using the first method, factoring. First, we must set the equation equal to 0 since it is said to be that the ball is at the ground level. Next is to simplify the equation by dividing both sides by -5. Simplifying this will give us this quadratic equation. From this quadratic equation, we can now factor it. To factor this, we must first find two numbers that will give us a sum of -4 and a product of -5. Dot numbers will then be -5 and +1. Using the right equation, we can now do the zero product property. That will give us two possible solutions as shown in the screen. To find t, we can transpose both solutions. Transposing both solutions will give us the first possible solution, t is equal to 5, and the second possible solution, t is equal to -5. Since time cannot be negative, our answer will then be, of course, be 5 seconds.
Hi, my name is Richmond Viguilla and I will be doing the completing the square method. So first, get the roots of the quadratic equation. Move the constant of the equation to the other side. Factor out a constant from the left-hand side. Complete the square. Factor the quadratic equation. Square root both sides. Simplify both equation and the time is 5 seconds. That's the final answer.
Hi, I'm Arabella Almeda, and today we're going to solve a quadratic equation using quadratic formula. First, we need to write the equation in standard form. Next, substitute the given values into the quadratic formula. Simplify the equation. Solve for both negative and positive. The answers are t equals -1 and t equals 5. But since time cannot be negative, the final answer will be t equals 5. How is the quadratic formula derived? First, we start with the quadratic equation. Transpose the constants c to the right side of the equation. Next is divide all terms by a. A on the first term will be cancelled. To make the left side of the equation a perfect square trinomial, we need to take half of the coefficient of b over a and square it. Add b over 2a to both sides of the equation and square it. Next is factoring the perfect square trinomial. So our equation now looks like this. Now we need to square b over 2a on the right side of the equation. Next, we multiply c over a by 4a and combine the two fractions we have on the right side into one fraction. Now we take the square root of both sides of the equation so that the square on the left side will be cancelled. To isolate x, transpose b over 2a to the right side of the equation. Combine the denominators because they are the same.